Hi guys, you're really welcome back to this channel, narcscon. As you know, or if you're new here on this channel, we look at all things in relation to the narcissistic personality disorder in order to educate ourselves about it and heal. So guys, today what I'd like to talk about is narcissists and their denial of the spiritual element attached to their personality disorder, or the drivers of the actions they take due to their personality disorder. And I'd like us to try and keep an open mind, have a discussion about this, and use your discernment in deciding, after having been through narcissistic abuse, what you believe and what you believe in. So before we get started, can you like, share and subscribe, or do one or the other to help our community grow on the YouTube platform so more people get to hear this information? Thank you. The other thing I'd like to say is my friend Trace Faceit on her channel, I know has started or is starting a program which is faith-based, a recovery program, I think, that lasts a month. And I hope, Trace, I've got that right. But anyone that's interested in signing up for a month of on a recovery program, if you want to head over to the Trace Faceit channel, I'm sure she has all the details up there. Okay, guys, so the beginning of this video, you may be going, oh, Paula really has gone over to the side of narcissism. And of course, if you know my work and my views on this, I have not. But bear with me in how the video starts, please, because I am heading somewhere. So narcissists are human beings. They are people that live in our society. We may have them in our family. We may work with them. We may be married to one, or we may have been married to one or be with one now. They look like human beings, but they act without empathy, cruelly, and often have disastrous consequences. The interaction with them proves to be disastrous, and some people will actually be hurt to the extent that they take their own lives, or some narcissists on the psychopath level will obviously kill people. So that's the extent of the damage that narcissists can perpetuate within the human race. However, narcissists can be extremely charming, extremely humorous, extremely wonderful company. They can be very good looking. They can be very talented, extremely talented. And they can help you greatly, absolutely 100%. And that has to be recognized. But what the issue is the motivation behind what they do and how they use their talents and abilities is what we must use our discernment for and about. Narcissists are not altruistic. They do not go around helping people for the sake of helping people because they love humankind and they want to extend their empathy throughout the world. They will always have an agenda. The narcissistic personality is set up to hide the true self, to defend the true self. And in psychological terms, the narcissistic personality disorder sounds very clean, sounds very, oh yes, I understand that. It's a pattern of behaviors that defends the self. It's a self-defense mechanism, that's developed in childhood because a person goes through abuse. And here I will say, a lot of people go through abuse. Some people go through extreme abuse as children and do not go on to develop and maintain a set of behaviors that is a so-called self-defense mechanism but is it entirely offensive to other people. Narcissists get their needs met by not caring at all about other people and only caring about themselves. It's very difficult for us as human beings, when we have empathy, to actually look at another person and accept that they're a narcissist or a psychopath, and believe that after them maybe helping us, that they have no good in them. It's very hard to digest that. It's very hard after we've maybe been amused by a narcissist, charmed by a narcissist. We even join their team in something and they are very benevolent towards us and they help us with a problem or help us on in life. It's very difficult to accept that there is no good in that person or a minimal amount of good, and that they live their lives in a very negative way and they do dreadful things to some people. They're also going to be using you in some way. They will have a motivational gain from investing time and energy into you. If, for instance, they're an actor on the screen, on the big screen, they're away from you, but you're enjoying their performance and they're happy to use their talent and give a performance, but they will be getting a monetary benefit from that. They'll also be getting a lot of positive attention from that. So you will be a very distant person to them, but you will be of use to them. Now, in this type of a relationship with a narcissist will use that power of you engaging with them in a positive manner and you enjoying their company or enjoying something that they're saying to you. And they will rally you to do their bidding at different times. Narcissists always manipulate. They always have their best interests at heart. Now, they can sell that as having your interests at heart, and they can rally you up to do what they want and say, we're all a team together, we're all in this together, let's all go for this. And they will key into your morals and your feelings about rights and wrongs, and they will rally you using your morality and your view on life to achieve their aims. So narcissists need to look like the good guys and the good girls, and they will have a certain power over a certain amount of people if they're in a public arena or even in their own community or their own workplace. They always rally supporters around them that they can manipulate for their own agendas. And they can be popular people. They can be the popular guy or girl in the workplace. They can be the popular guy on the committee in school. They will work towards building their image and building their mask in a positive way, because in that way they can control and manipulate people very easily. They can be really good to people. They can sort people's problems out. They can give money to people. They can do whatever they need to do if they know there's going to be a gain in it for them. But you go against them and you don't cooperate with them, you will get slapped down very quickly, and there will be a malicious outcome to you not complying with the deal they make in their heads with people when they do good for others, in inverted commas. Guys, The trick of the devil is to get you to believe that they're not a devil. Narcissists will also say, when you go on maybe or talk about spiritualism or God or things that have been written in ancient books like the Quran or the Bible and other books, other holy books that I haven't mentioned, I don't want to leave anyone out. They will say, because it's not sexy, because it's not modern, that any talk about demons or the words that are used in the Bible to describe evil, evil doings, evil motivation, evil actions, corralling people into doing your will so that it benefits you alone. It is not in the narcissist's interests or interest to have the dark side brought into the open. It is much more sexy for the narcissist to be very clever, very humorous, very your best friend, very on your side, very I do good for everyone, so therefore do what I want. It's in their interests to keep that side of things, the evil and the bad stuff that goes on in the background, that you know because they're a narcissist has to be happening. That hidden stuff, the hidden away personality, the hidden away identity, what lies behind the mask is kept quiet, is covert. And all the deflection and all the fluff that they come out with, all the charm, all the good looks, all the good deeds, are meant to throw you off course so that you go with the narcissist. Ho, 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 ho. People talking about demons and bad energy and evil that's done in the world. That's so way out there. These crazy people talking about this. It's just a little personality disorder. That's all it is. It's just because I was abused. I was abused when I was young. So therefore I have to go out and destroy everybody because of that. But let's not talk about that, you know, because I'm such a great guy or girl and I'm really talented and I'm going to help you. So you don't have to worry about all the things I do, the killings, the destruction of the heart, the soul, the mind. That's just a little personality disorder. Just a little bit disordered. No. There is a personality disorder called narcissistic personality disorder. There are people called psychopaths. But the actions they take are against people. They have no empathy, which means they do not care about anyone else other than themselves. And if you say, well, Paula, you know, if they do mostly good in the world and they don't do a lot of bad, you know, is there not something to be said for that? And yes, of course there is. Of course, if a narcissist does an immense amount of good, like if they come up with a cure for cancer, if they come up with something amazing, if they work towards world peace, that action is a good action. But the motivation behind those things and what else goes on with that person is not good. So what I'm saying to you is there is a spirituality to everyone. Evil and good do exist. I think that we can safely say that. And narcissists do evil things. So are we going to say that it's just a little personality disorder and the evil things they do are very acceptable because of their little personality disorder? In my opinion, that personality disorder, when it is very malign or malignant, is evilly driven. So it's driven by darkness. Their actions are immersed in darkness. And even if on the face of it, They're doing wonderful things. They're very popular. And we like to be in their company. We like to listen to them. We like to go to the movies to see them acting. We need to use our discernment in relation to what they don't want us to know, and remember that that side does exist, no matter how much they may deny it, and no matter how much they call people who call them out for being spiritually dark, they call those people narcissists. They call those people names. They say those people are crazy. They say the ha 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 about the demonic world and evil existing, and that really the bad things they do aren't really that bad at all. If it affects your brother, your mother, your sister, your father, if a narcissist has affected them, your son, yourself, you will have seen darkness. You will have seen evil coming at you. You will have experienced it. I know you guys have. I know that you know that it exists. I know that you know that there's a dark energy that drives a lot of these people to sometimes a lesser and sometimes a greater extent. What they can get away with, they will do. So guys, when you're on the side of a narcissist helping you, take what they say objectively. Do not go all in and buy everything that they're giving you and say, I'm on team narcissist 100% because they've helped me. I love spending time with them. I love being with them. I love listening to them. Wait till they turn on you if you interact individually with them. If you heard the stories of what they've done in their life and the people that have maybe committed suicide because of them, or lost their house because of them, or been killed because of them, yet they still present this wonderful persona to the world. Just remember to use your discernment into how they help you, and take what helps you for sure, and appreciate their talent, and appreciate what they're saying, and appreciate what they're doing if they're actually helping people, because that is brilliant. That is a good offshoot of someone getting their needs met in a narcissistic way. If it's actually a win situation for people, that's wonderful. And that's keeping an open mind about what a narcissist is doing. And it's very important to keep an open mind, because there are things that they don't want you to think about. There are things that they want to pretend don't exist. There are things that they want to say, look at these crazies over there saying this stuff. Don't listen to them. Just believe me 100%. Remember, narcissists lie, narcissists manipulate, narcissists will use you against you. And this happens in everyday life, and this happens in every situation with a narcissist. Guys, if you know someone's a narcissist, interact with them if they're in your family and you feel that it's not going to, you're not suffering because of the interaction, but always remember it's there. Always remember the darkness is in them, and that person can turn, if you're on a one-to-one with them, that person can turn and obliterate you. So there is something in there, call it a demon, call it a darkness, call it a dead soul, whatever you want, whatever terminology you want to use, be it old-fashioned and not kind of modern and cool and credible like psychology is. I know when you've met it, it won't seem so crazy to call it by something that you can recognize. It's a destructive, malevolent force that is there. Make your own mind up about what you believe. Make your own mind up. Don't sell your soul to any narcissist that tells you and controls what you believe and what you do and don't believe, and the information that you're taking from what they're saying, be it 99% accurate and good. Keep that part of you, who is you, who makes your mind up about what you want to believe because of your experience, because of your intelligence, and because you're walking in light. That's all I have to say on that subject, guys. I hope it resonates, and I hope it's not a closed mind. It's keeping your mind open, admiring what a person does, but always remembering that if they're NPD or if they're a psychopath, they're dangerous or can be dangerous to you. Thanks, guys.